I've done a lot of work talking over furry music in the past. It's one of my favorite genres of art inside this community. With so many different faces lending talent over the years, you can find something to satisfy just about any style. There was a group I had completely forgotten to talk about in my original video, and one that I was very close with back in the day, and still follow now. Hello Furs from the web, my name is Scar, and this is the story of the Furry Broadcasting Network and Paw Print Radio. Stay tuned. On February 1st, in 2015, the Brony fandom saw rise to an online radio station by the name of Mainframe Radio, under Main Tech Studios. It was founded by a man named ShadowPone. Created as a friendly face was the mascot Silverleaf. This mascot was brought to life by the artist Esper. One of the main focuses for this early radio station was to make sure a variety of genres was met, rather than focusing in on one single genre. Not even a month in, on the 26th of February, the site, among some others in the Brony fandom, were hit by a DDoS attack. A month later, on April 27th, they moved on from being a subsidiary and became an official partner with Ponyville Live. Ponyville is a major front for many Brony radio stations, podcasts, and more. In the middle of June, Mainframe was officially listed on the Amazon store, now sitting alongside Google Play. Moving into 2016, the website received a design overhaul. There were even bigger changes coming. Rumors went around, and tweets were made. On April 5th of 2016, the Mainframe Twitter sent out a post asking what the reaction of a focus shift would be, dropping the Brony aesthetic and focus over to a furry one. The man at the helm, assumedly ShadowPone, was having second thoughts about the station. The Brony fandom was already oversaturated with radio stations. A user by the name of Rainbow Glider seemed a little put off by the idea. "It just suits you, the whole pony theme," they said. Mainframe responded with, "We know it suits us, but again, why stay? The fandom is already flooded with other radio stations, so what's the point?" From this, we understand that the station just wasn't seeing that much traffic. With a failing radio station and his team behind him, a decision had to be made. And on April 10th, that decision was made. On April 10th, 2016, the Mainframe Radio Twitter announced its decision to rebrand and move over into the furry fandom. This message was carried over onto its website on the 16th. The radio station rebranded itself as Paw Print Radio, and its owner as ShadowLeRawr. Music priorities shifted over to the furry fandom, but some Brony tracks remained in use. A few months later, I actually discovered the station and became an active listener. The works of Emma Essex and many smaller musicians in the fandom populated the music stream. The website used a similar architecture with branding elements swapped out. Shadow also made different approaches to help share the station. A Discord was created which was pretty well populated, and a short-lived chat on Free Amino even saw the light of day. Through its time, the radio station began seeing much more success in the furry fandom. Big names such as Fox Amor, Nice the Singing Dog, and Pepper Coyote carrying the old band of Look Left on his back became partners. With success, aspirations grew higher though. Shadow had even bigger ideas. 2005 saw the creation of the Furry Broadcasting Corporation. It was an internet radio station ran by Jai Davis and some of the staff of the then recently defunct 2 Cents show. The radio station went offline for good on October 12th of 2009. Very early into the life as Paw Print Radio, Shadow and some of his other staff put forward the idea of bringing this back. While it would ultimately be unsuccessful, something else would arrive in its wake. On February 25th of 2017, something happened. I turned 17. But besides that, a new fur affinity profile went online by Furry Broadcasting Network. This network was to be a hub for furry music, Paw Print Radio included. An earlier incarnation was even titled Furryville Live, echoing the past parent of Mainframe Radio, which apparently they didn't take too well to. A year later, on the 3rd of February 2018, the new website went up. FurryBroadcasting.net featured a landing page with a countdown. 180 days. 6 months until the official launch. These 6 months were busy building a platform, testing, tweaking, and ironing out bugs. Internal discussions were held between the Paw Print radio partners, securing their stance with the coming platform. On August 3rd of 2018, FBN went online and ready. Coming along was a new mascot for Paw Print Radio, Roxy. Roxy was brought to life by the artist Furry Filth, sporting a color scheme more in line with the FBN logo design. Roxy also had been featured in the different versions of this logo, becoming the face of FBN as a whole. Unfortunately, this left both incarnations of Silverleaf to the history bucks of orphaned characters. In 2018, they also partnered with the FurCon Megaplex. The Furry Broadcasting Network has grown to the point of being the self-proclaimed largest furry radio network. With some of the biggest names in English furry music behind its back, it's solidified its place in this niche of the fandom. FBN is still building new platforms for itself, and at least when the world isn't under quarantine, hosts events at different conventions. 5 years later, and still going strong. This video legit has been on the board for so long, and it finally feels good to get it out there. Not only as a history video for something I have a personal connection with, but as a gift from my friend Shadow and everyone over at FBN. There are other radio stations and events I might talk about in the future, including Furry 8000 or maybe even All the Fur Radio. I do recommend everyone watching to tune in now and again to Paw Print Radio. They play some pretty good stuff. Until next time when we go way back in time and talk about the history of Yarf, stay tuned.